So, have you been thinking about buying a home? And if so, you may be wondering if now is a good time to buy a house. Well, that's exactly what we're going to discuss today, so stay tuned. The last few years have been increasingly confusing to potential home buyers, and COVID brought on tremendous worry about the future of the economy, initially spurring home buyers to put a pause on purchases. Eventually, lockdowns and remote work and learning inspired many to seek additional space, and that, coupled with a low interest rate environment and low inventory, spurred bidding wars and set home prices soaring. Now the Fed is increasing interest rates and the housing market is cooling. There are a few bidding wars and we are seeing price reductions. So you may be asking yourself if now is the right time. The answer really depends on your needs and your current financial position. So here are 5 questions to ask yourself to see if you are ready. Question number 1 being, are you ready to settle into one spot? So look, buying a house is a long-term commitment, so it's a good idea to think about whether you're planning on making any big life changes in the near future. If you plan on switching jobs, getting married, or having kids, it might be a good idea to wait on purchasing a home, as your needs will typically change when one of these major life events occurs. If you do end up purchasing a home, you should stay long enough to offset the cost of the transaction in the event that you want to sell and upgrade to a new home, such as closing costs, your seller's agent's commission, and expenses to prep your home for sale. Typically, that takes about 5 years. So although not the end of the world, you probably don't want to buy a house and then find out if you have to move shortly after because you landed the job of your dreams elsewhere. The best time to take on a big asset and potentially a big liability, such as a mortgage payment, is when you feel stable in your life and are ready to put down roots. So another good question is, have you reviewed your budget to see what you can afford? Not only are mortgages expensive, but everything else that goes along with owning a home adds up. So when figuring out your budget and what it costs to own a home, don't forget to add in things like property tax, insurance, homeowners association dues, additional maintenance costs. So think lawn care, pool upkeep, home repairs, etc. And perhaps the additional cost of utilities if you're moving into a larger home. The cost of heating or cooling a large home here in Miami and water used for the garden and the lawn will obviously be more, so make sure to take those into consideration. If you're trying to figure out how much of your budget is okay to spend on housing, let's try this yardstick. So lenders usually require that the principal, interest, and taxes and insurance be less than 30 to 35% of your monthly gross income. Or you should consider discussing the purchase with a financial advisor who can help guide you in the right direction and ensure all your bases are covered. So, have you saved for a down payment? Because if you plan on taking a loan to pay for your home, you'll need to contribute some money towards that purchase price. The amount you must put down depends on the type of loan that you're looking to take. While most lenders require at least 3%, typical new home buyers put down 6% on average. So you may be hearing 20% being thrown around a lot. That's because it's required a down payment to avoid paying for mortgage insurance. And this insurance that protects the lender in case you fall behind on payments. In any case, know that the more you put down on a house, the less you have to borrow and the lower your mortgage payments will be. You're gonna wanna ask yourself, how's your credit score doing? Having a good credit score will have a big impact on the ability of a lender to extend credit and the interest rate offered. A good credit score is generally above 670, which is what lenders look for in an acceptable borrower. Scores between 740 and 799 are considered very good, and the score of 800 and above is considered excellent. Your credit score is something that you want to make sure you have in order before you apply for a mortgage. If your score isn't where you'd like it to be, the best way to improve your score is to pay your credit card bills on time, set up automatic payments so that payments don't fall through the cracks when things get busy, or find the credit consolidation company that can help you improve your credit score. Credit usage is also an important factor and is a measurement of how much credit you use at any given point. You calculate credit usage by dividing the amount you owe across all your credit cards by your total credit limit. So experts say that you should keep this ratio below 30%. Also, keep in mind that credit history has a big impact on your score as well. So don't close those cards that you've held onto for a long time, as they can help contribute to a positive credit score. If the numbers make sense, are you willing to pay a higher interest rate? Important question to ask yourself. Because as of November 2022, the average interest rate for a 30-year fixed rate is over 7%. And this increase has priced a lot of first-time home buyers out of the market. However, this could be a beneficial time for those with a better financial situation. So with less buyers in the market, willing buyers will not have to compete with as many offers as we saw a year ago. So with the market normalizing, this will give buyers the opportunity to land a better deal and not grossly overpay for their desired home. Even at a higher interest rate, home values have always continued to appreciate at an average of about 3 to 4% per year. And when interest rates drop back down in the coming years, you could even refinance the property to a lower interest rate and decide to take cash out of your home's built up equity. Remember that buying real estate and waiting is always better than waiting to buy real estate, and time in market is better than timing the market. Ultimately, only you will know if now is the right time to buy a house, but by having your finances in order first, you can help make the decision more clearly and be able to take the leap when you find that special place that you want to call home. If you found any value in this video, please feel free to give us a like and subscribe to the channel so that you can stay in touch with all our new videos coming out every single week. We get calls and emails and texts from people just like you every single day that are looking to make the move to Miami, or maybe even upgrade their home or even sell their home. So if we can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out to us. You can look down in the description for our contact information or on our home page on our YouTube channel. And we hope to show you around one day soon. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.